So the things I put in my box when I was coming, I can remember having winter jackets. If you're coming to a place like Canada, let me just save you the stress. Moving from Nigeria to Canada to start my immigration journey, to study was super exciting, and I can just imagine that right now you're either packing your bags and preparing to move, or you're watching this video because you intend to move at some point. I would be talking about the things I packed when I was moving, the things I wish I did not even bother to put in my box, and the things I would encourage you to put in your box to be safe. I could remember when I was like, what am I going to take with me? Watched a couple of videos here and there, and I decided that I was going to take as many clothes as I could. The major thing I was meant to pack, I did not. I was packing all these clothes that I felt would make me easily adjust to the lifestyle over here. However, I was meant to pack things that would remind me of home, because these things that remind you of home, they're very affordable. However, when you come here, something you would buy for, let's say in your home country, you just sell it for $10, you're gonna get here and you could be spending as much as $100 for that. So the things I put in my box when I was coming, I can remember having winter jackets. If you're coming to a place like Canada, let me just save you the stress. You don't need to carry winter jacket, because the winter jacket they are selling in your own country cannot withstand the cold here. I don't know how best to explain this. Nothing prepared me for the cold in this country. Nothing. And putting that winter jacket in my box was just taking up space that I could have used to hold different other things that I would have needed. Right? So you don't want to have winter jackets in your box. That is the number one tip I'll be giving you. No winter jacket in your box. When you get there, you would buy the appropriate winter jacket that you need. You don't want to be cheap with winter jackets. You don't want to be saying, oh, I want to buy something affordable, because when that cold comes, Canada's cold. So I can remember my mom trying to tell me to take more cultural clothes, like traditional outfits, and I was like, oh no, it's okay, if I need any I would just buy. So I took like just 2. I should have taken like more than that, because I saw cultural outfit. It's either not exactly out like the cultural outfit I was used to, or it just wasn't it wasn't giving what it was meant to give. There are restrictions on the kind of food stuff you could come with, so you could check the airline to see what food stuff or the things you are not allowed to come with. The things you're allowed to come with, like the food stuff, the dried food stuff you're allowed to come with, please do come with it, because it's expensive here. It's not like, I wouldn't say it's really expensive, but since you're coming to the country for the first time, streamline the things you're spending your money on. You want to use your money on things that you actually need, and not the things that you could have actually avoided. Another thing I had in my box were my heels. I think my first year in Canada, now I wear heels, right? Because I wear it to work sometimes, or I wear it to church. But when I came in initially, I had packed like 3 heels or so. It was just in my bag. There was nowhere to wear it to. I was mostly on sneakers. So if you have extra space in your bag right now, I would encourage you to set aside those heels first and put, things that are like sneakers that are very comfortable for you to wear around. Those are the things that you might find a little bit more expensive here, like on the prices side. I wish I made more, like I got more sneakers than I had. I think I came with about 3. I wish I could have, like I came with about 4 or 5, right? You could maybe take 1 heels if you go to church, but since you're coming during the fall, it's going to be cold soon, and when it is cold, you want to be covered, like very covered, like really, really covered. So I would definitely encourage that you instead of taking like 5 different heels in your box, why don't you use that space for something else entirely? Another thing I would encourage you to bring that I did not bring anyways is like your family portrait. You want to have like a small portrait of your family members or your loved ones that remind you of them. I get it, you have a phone, and you can easily like view it on your phone. However, what if you had like the small cute portrait of yourself and your family? Because when it's getting all lonely and Canada will show you that one. You'll be alone for a couple of times, and I think it's good to prepare your mind that it's not usually going to be as bubbly as it used to be in your home country. You want to be able to look back at the portraits or pictures of your loved ones and just think about past memories. That's something I wish I also did that I did not. You want to have a family portrait, even if you have pictures or you're here in the country already, you're able to go take the portrait, like make a portrait out of those pictures. That is also something I would recommend. Of course, in as much as you're preparing to travel and you're watching this video right now, you also want to touch base with like people that are in the school already, whatever institution you're going to, or if you're even traveling to start off your life for the first time in that country, you want to touch base with people that are already in the country. What were the things they wish they had? And I am talking from my own perspective. Those were things that I wish that I had come with, like I'd brought with me rather, that I didn't have with me. So you might want to touch base with people that you most likely relate to and then ask them what were the things that they wish they had come with. I mean, people in your school, institution, like just ask the international department, or I'm sorry, I'm coming to the country. What are the things that you would encourage me to come with? I would say socks, having enough socks, because you would need it. I mean, during the winter, I think I usually layer up like 3 or 4 clothes. It was that cold. Yeah, I remember wearing, I think I would encourage, I love wearing baggy stuff. So if it's something that resonates with you, like wearing baggy pants, so you could always get a good baggy pant and then wear like 3 or 4 underneath it for comfort. I encourage it. Like, you don't want to be cold. I am someone that I cannot really function during the cold, so when I'm cold or anything like that, so I always encourage people, please and please, if you have a way to avoid getting cold, please do. I mean, I can only talk from the place of like Canada itself. I don't know how other countries are like, but little I know that you want to be very wary of the cold, right? Thank you so much for watching this video one more time. I hope you like and you subscribe to my video. See you next time. Bye.